If you want to run ads for your clothing brand to increase your sales, this video is going to change everything for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set up Facebook ads that actually drive sales for your clothing brand. Step by step, no fluff, no guesswork. We'll be covering your campaign structure, how to target your ads, what creatives actually work for clothing brands, the exact budget strategy I use to get fast results. Make sure you watch until the end because I'm also sharing the #1 mistake clothing brands make with their ads that's costing them thousands of dollars. Let's get into it. First thing we're going to do is head over to Google and search Facebook Ads Manager. Then we're going to click on this top result, Meta Ads Manager. Then you'll click on this blue button that says Go to Ads Manager, and it should take you here, which is the Facebook Ads Manager. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is click on this green Create button. Then since we're looking for people to check out on our website, so transact on our website, we want to do a sales objective. Then you'll name your campaign. So this could be like Tess, sell my clothes. Name your campaigns, whatever you like to name them. I would just suggest that you at least put the date. So today is 4/5/26. So your budget. This is going to determine how fast you see results. So a good rule of thumb is, especially when you're testing, you at least want to spend the total amount, or at least your AOV. So if you're already getting sales and you know your AOV is, let's say, $100, you want to set a total ad spend of $100. That doesn't mean you necessarily need to spend $100 per day. You can spend $10 per day over 10 days, or $5 per day over 20 days, or $20 per day over 5 days. Again, just keep in mind, the smaller your budget, the less people you reach in a day. The less people you reach in a day, the less amount of clicks. So things are just going to happen pretty slowly. So what I would recommend is starting off with at least $25. That way you can get a pretty decent amount of data on your ads pretty fast. Then we're going to leave all of this stuff as is. Then we're going to click on this next button at the bottom right. And this is going to take us to the ad set level where we do our targeting. So ideally, if you need people to transact on your website, you need a pixel installed. If you don't know what a pixel is or have a pixel installed, the best thing you can do is go to YouTube and type whichever platform your e-commerce site is built on. So let's say Shopify or Wix or WordPress or whatever, and put WordPress how to install pixel, Shopify how to install pixel, Wix how to install pixel. It's pretty simple. But once your pixel is installed and connected to your ad account, you should see your pixel show up here. So we're going to just use this one for an example. Then your conversion event is going to be purchase. So you're essentially telling Facebook, show your ads to people that are likely to make a buying decision after they click on my ad and visit my website. So we're going to leave all of this stuff as is, as is. So United States. Now we're getting into targeting. So we no longer need to use interests. We can use this Advantage Plus targeting. So you kind of let Facebook, you can read this. Your audience setup is creating more opportunities, improve performance with AI. We want to reach people beyond controls you've set with Advantage Plus on. Advantage Plus is basically you're letting Facebook's AI kind of figure out who to get your ads in front of. But it's really, really important that when using this, you want to have really good ad creatives, and you want to have a lot of different ad creatives, because ad creative is going to determine who your ad is seen by. So, for example, if you essentially need to reach African-American women, you probably should feature African-American women in your ad. If you need to feature or reach Caucasian women, same thing. You probably should feature Caucasian women in your ad. If you need to reach a luxury group of people, a luxury audience, your ad probably should scream luxury. So just keep that in mind when using or creating your ad, like your actual ad creatives. All of this stuff we're going to keep as is. Facebook is pretty smart again about getting your ad in front of the right people. So we'll leave all of this stuff as is. The only thing we're going to do is change the ad set name, and we're going to call this Ad Plus for Advantage Plus. So I'll do one example of creating an ad using Gemini. But what you can do is go to Facebook Ads Library, and you can search for competitors' ads to get an idea of what type of ad creatives you may need to create. So I don't know any clothing brands off the top of my head. Let's say Lululemon. See if they're running. So the company needs to be running ads, number one, for anything to show. So if it doesn't show anything, then they're probably not running ads. So we can see Lululemon has a bunch of active ads, like they're actively spending money on this stuff, and they're also deploying a lot of ads because in this new climate, you need a lot of different ad creatives. So I'm going to play this, and this is a simple slideshow, I guess, showing the outfit. Me personally, I would not run these ads, but it works for them because they're a big brand. They have a lot of trust. So they probably can get away with content that's not as good. But yeah, again, it's just giving you an example of what people in the space are doing. So if you were selling like Lululemon style clothing, you probably would want to emulate some of this. And they have a lot of stuff for you to choose from. So you can go to Facebook Ads Manager and dig around. You do want to test a combination of photo and video. So video meaning you probably or someone should probably have the clothing on. Just simple video showing what it looks like. And you could have a photo of someone having the clothing on. So what I did was I went to Gemini. So you can literally upload a picture. Let's say you have a dress or outfit or a tuxedo or a suit, whatever, and you can put it on a person. So let's see, change the dress color to red. Then from here, you can kind of just play with different stuff. But again, you can upload like a image of a individual. You can also upload the image of your clothing and have Gemini like put the clothing on the person. So this is a good way for you to create multiple different pieces of creative as well. If you don't have access to like real people to wear your clothes. And it was just a simple prompt. Create an ad image of a model black dress for a dress brand, make it the Instagram format. So the better your prompt, the better the output is going to be for this. So again, this is Gemini, something you can play with if you don't really have access to ad creatives. So we're going to go back to the ads manager, then select your Facebook page, select your Instagram profile. Then we're going to go manual upload, single image or video. This is your preference. Sometimes I have this on, sometimes I don't. I don't really notice a major change with this, so it's kind of whatever. Then for your website URL, you can put like whatever your website URL. So ideally, you want to put the URL to the actual product page. You don't want to just send the traffic to your homepage. So 99dresses.com/red. So it'll be something like this. So again, use your URL. This is just an example. Then we're going to go add creative, set up creative, add image, then media, then upload. Then we're going to grab that image. And while that's loading, you can get some ad copy. Can you create some compelling ad copy for this image? It's best that you probably put the product page URL into Gemini or into chat. Then it can give you better ad copy based on the contents of the URL. So this is some okay ad copy. It's not the best, but again, this is just for example purposes. Then you do have the opportunity to do up to 5 different variations of your ad copy. So I would recommend getting at least 5 variations of ad copy. Again, you can use like Chat or Gemini for that. Then you can either have Gemini resize this for vertical, or you can just do this original format. Same with this. You can just give it these dimensions and it'll remake it for you. But again, save time. We're just going to keep it as is. And next. Then we're going to do our primary text. Then let's see. Give me some better ad copy that sell new dress. Okay, so now we have like 5 variations. I'm just gonna grab one, then add, then paste it like that. Then it's gonna give you some AI variations. Read through these to make sure they fit like your branding or your messaging. If you like all of them, you just leave this selected. If you don't like one, you can just like deselect it. But I typically use all 5. They're okay. The more like information that you can provide with Facebook or to Facebook with their AI and all of that stuff, the better it is that they can try to find who it is that you're looking for as far as customers. Then headline, the thing that stands out is the $99 dresses. For this example, obviously you just want to prioritize whatever is most important about your brand or your business or the clothing or whatever. So your headline is just another way for you to pass off information. $99 dresses, free shipping. Dresses for only $99. So it's just different variations of, again, whatever is most important. Same here. They're going to give you a few different variations of headlines. Then your call to action should be shop now. So we're going to look for shop now. Then we want to click the blue next button at the bottom right. Then we're going to click the blue. You're typically going to make sure all of these things are off. Took this music off. Visual touch-ups can probably stay. Text improvements off. Overlays off, animations off, probably this off. Sometimes it just does like weird stuff to your ad creative, so I probably just leave all this stuff off. Again, that's preference as well. Okay, now we're going to click the blue done button at the bottom right. So now we have like our first ad creative. You can ignore this to the right. This is like what, I need to turn this off. This is like a product set. Save. Okay, so now our ad creative is set up. We're going to just like title this ad 1. But again, remember, you want multiple different ad creatives running at once. You want to give, I would say, probably like 5 to 10 different creatives. Because you want to give Facebook enough ad creatives, enough headlines, enough ad captions to go deploy to try to find you some customers. So I'm going to just show you how I quickly copy this. We're going to do these 3 dots right here. Then we're going to go quick duplicate. Then we can go back to Gemini and say, make me an image with the green dress. So hopefully it still has the context of the previous thing. Actually, we'll just, to save time, we'll just grab this black one. Okay, so now we have add to. Then all we're gonna do is scroll down and we're gonna look for a trash can right here. To remove that, add media, add image, then media, upload, select the black dress. Then we're gonna click next. Then we're gonna resize this, then next, then next, then done. So it basically just copied everything, the copy, the headlines, the call to action. The only thing we swapped out was the actual black dress. So then you'll go ahead and publish your ad, then you're good to go. If you want even more help on how to run ads that actually get you more customers, we have a few different solutions. We have a school community, which is currently about $27 per month. This gives you access to courses that show you in greater detail on how to set up ads, as well as access to me and my community to get any questions answered that you may have. If you want more of a one-on-one solution to growing your business, you can click on this option right here. If you found this video helpful or useful, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.